Hey lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome to my old and new subbies. I'm so glad to have you all here with me today. We are back with Just Our Imagination, and today, guys, we had to use belts, Swiffer mop heads, and paper towels, guys. Yes, paper towels, you heard me correct. This event is hosted by Kathy from Kathy Joe DIYs and Brenda from Rustic and Lace, and this month's host is Cynde with Z9 Designs. So guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into our first project, but no, I have all their information in my description box below, as well as that playlist. So we're going to jump right into this first project. We're going to use some of this pigmented dye that I had in my stash. I had it for many years now, and I'm going to take some school glue here, and I'm going to put quite a bit of this in there, and I'm going to stir it up. Now I have to tell you guys, I was trying to go for a dark green color, but it just wasn't working for me. I mixed a couple of greens in there, some black, some brown. It just was not getting any darker than what for what I needed. So I just rolled with the color that it gave me. It was more like a bluish green color, but in the end it worked out okay. So right here I'm taking one of these mushrooms that you can find at Dollar Tree in the Crafter Square section, and I'm going to take some of my green paint and I'm going to give that top portion of this one coat of that green paint. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my burnt umber for the stump of this, because we're going to turn this mushroom into a tree. All right, so I didn't know what to do with these paper towels, guys. So my mind went old school in the sense of kind of like paper mache, if you will. And so I was like, well, we used to do paper mache with newspaper. So I was like, well, let's see what happens with this paper towel. So I just took it and I started dipping it in my little mixture there. And I just decided to scrunch it up on the top of this mushroom. And this is going to give us that tree effect, right? So it was very soppy, very goopy. I probably could have, press some of that liquid out of it, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how this was going to work, because I really needed to have some texture here. So I risked it all. And I did this. I let it sit overnight, probably a little more than 24 hours. And it was completely dry. It actually started drying pretty fast, but I could tell underneath it was still kind of goopy. So I did let it sit overnight. And then next, what we're doing here, I think I'm going to show you guys again, I'm not sure. But next, I'm going to take one of these little wooden discs that I found at, I think I got these from Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken. No, Michael's. I think I got them from Michael's. And they have little feet on them already. And you could totally do this, because Dollar Tree carry a smaller version of these, and you could just add some little pegs on the bottom, and it'll give the same effect. So right here, I glued it down, guys, before I added in my embellishment. So what we're going to do is just make kind of a little gnome fairy garden display here. So I'm taking one of these little, what is it, birdhouses that I had in my stash. It's a little miniature, and I decided to put that right in the middle there. And I just glued it on with some hot glue. So then next, I'm going to take some of these little paper sunflowers that I had, add those to the tree. And then I forgot to record. Here we are. I'm sorry, guys. It has been a day, so bear with me. All right, but you'll see everything in the final reveal, lovies. Literally, all I did was take some of the fairy garden little figurines and just glue them out to make the scenery. But I promise you'll get a full view at the final reveal. So next, we're going to go in with our 19th terracotta teacup, guys. And so someone had asked me to do a Western theme one. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to pull that one off. I don't know. So as I kept thinking about it, I was like, well, I have some little stuff in my stash. I was like, what if I make like a stagecoach or a wagon or something like that? So that's kind of what this is. So the top part of that terracotta cup is supposed to be like the you know, the canopy that goes over the top, and then the bottom part is the whole wagon thing. Okay, anyway, so for this belt, right, I found this belt at the Goodwill. Y'all gonna have to just follow along the best you can. I'm sorry. Found this belt at Goodwill, and the buckle on it reminded me of a horseshoe, and the little straps to it kind of look like the little horse pulls. I don't know what those are called, but you know, to make the horse go on the buggies. So I was like, okay, how can we incorporate this into our terracotta teacup theme, our Western theme terracotta teacup? Oh, that was a lot to say, y'all. Okay, so I had this wagon wheel in my stash that I stained using the burnt umber. The little bitty wagon wheels had those as well. I'm actually going to end up changing the color of those smaller wheels, and you guys will see that. I'm going to do it off camera. But anyway, so I was trying to think of how I could make this work. So I'm taking the belt buckles, the little straps on there, sticking them through that big wagon wheel, right? Because I wanted it to kind of, I don't know, kind of sit up a little bit. Because it's hard to explain this one, guys. I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it, but hopefully y'all can follow along. If not, I humbly apologize. Please accept my apologies and remember that you love me because I love you. All right. So, okay. So once I did that, I put my alien's tacky glue on there. I think I glued the little straps together to hold them in place while I glued the wagon wheel on top. I think that's what I did, y'all. So then right here, I was like, okay, let me put the handle on before I start doing all that, and then I can't get it on there. So I put the handle on, and I should have painted that handle in that same lighter color paint. That is the Chiffon Cream by Rust-Oleum. I should have painted that handle in the same color of that because you really can't see it on here. But I can still go back and do that. So I added a little bit of hot glue to that larger wagon wheel to place it on top until that alien's tacky glue can come in place. And then I popped off my handle in the process of doing that. So I had to re-glue that back on. And I glued it on crooked, and I couldn't take the top off, so I had to make it work. But you can't really tell unless you're like really looking at it, but you can't really tell. So I was trying to pull it back off right there, and I was like, oh, forget it, it's not gonna work. So I was like, let's just roll with it. So then now I go in taking the smaller wagon wheels, and I'm going to put those right on top. So again, this piece was very dark at the bottom, and so with me using that that burnt umber paint and black paint, you really couldn't see it on camera, and I was like, I need to lighten this up in some spots. All right, so right here I have this little horse cutout, and I think these came in a pack from Hobby Lobby. Then I had this little black Stetson that I got out of the dollar section of Hobby Lobby, and I'm just gonna put that at the back of the horse. Again, this is just a Western theme, and this was the best way I could think of to get this to work, guys. And I don't know I don't know if I pulled it off or not, but I did what I thought to do. And that doesn't always make it right. But I'm just gonna glue the horse down in there, and then I'm gonna go in and glue the Stetson on there. So I'm sorry I left that in, but yeah, I was testing it out first, so you guys got to see that. So once I get it positioned, I'm just going to add little dabs of hot glue in certain little spots where the hat is touching, you know, the surface. So then after I do that, I'm going to come in with some of these little cowboy boot cutouts that I had, and put those right in the middle right there, and I left those in their natural color. Then Dollar Tree had these pink Western theme wine stoppers, and I was like, okay, we'll make a little his and hers, you know, terracotta teacup, Western terracotta teacup. And I'm just gonna cut that out. It is made of rubber, so I'm just cutting out that the stopper piece of it as low as I can to there. And so then it has two holes on the side, and I just decided to take some gold half beads that I had in my stash and use those to cover that up and to give it a little razzle dazzle for her. And I'm just going to put that on the other side of this cup. Then I decided to go in and add some stars because, I don't know, it just needed some stars. And I'm putting those on the wheels. And I think I put one in the middle of that buckle. I'm going to put two right there, one on either side of where the little straps are. And that's going to pretty much be it, I think, for this one, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's it, y'all. I'm not sure, but I am going to show you guys where I changed the color of the wheels. So there it is. It's a little lighter, but again, you guys will see it in the final reveal, so just stick around with me, okay? So right here, next I decided to take another piece of that belt, and I'm going to take some of these little, I think they're called eyelets. I don't know why I want to call them grommets. I know that's not what I think they're called eyelets. And I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm going to puncture a hole in the top part of this belt, and then I'm going to put the little eyelet in there to press it down to keep that hole open. And all I'm doing here is just lining it up. And this is the Papa. I don't think this is the big bad mama jamma, but it's the big Papa. And it punched right through there with no problem. So then I'm going to put a little jute twine through it, and we're just going to make a really cute bookmark here, or just something to sit out in a vignette if you wanted to. You could totally do that, because this belt was kind of thick, but if you had like a larger book and you needed a thicker bookmark, then this would work for you. So I'm just adding in one little wooden bead to it. I probably could have added a couple more, but I was having a little bit of issue getting that jute twine through the hole. So to keep me from having to fuss with all that, I just did one bead and called it a night, okay? I'm just tying it off right here. Sorry I left that in, guys. I was just rushing, trying to get through the editing, and I was like not really focusing in on too much. Not like my editing is all that anyway, but nonetheless, I'm sorry I left all that in there. So then next, what I'm going to do after this, while I look at that over and over and over again, guys, and I make you look at it with me. Remember, y'all love me while y'all watching these videos, okay? Remember that y'all love me, I love y'all, and we're in this together, okay? All right, so we just watched that forever today. So with my Cricut Joy, I printed out John 3:16, and I'm just going to press that right onto that bookmark. And I'm going to pull back that transfer tape, and this went on really nice. You could not even tell that this was vinyl on here. It looks like it was actually a part of this belt, and I just really liked it. It was something simple to do with it. I didn't really know what I was doing with a lot of the items, but I do think that came out pretty nice, if I must say so myself. All right, so here we are with the final project. Now on this one, I misunderstood what we were supposed to use. I thought we were just using any part of like the Swiffer mop, but it was the duster we were supposed to use, so I might be disqualified for this part. But anyway, I have found this one at this is the microfiber one from Dollar Tree, and all I'm doing here is I'm just gluing. As you can see, I folded it in half. I'm sorry, guys, I cannot talk tonight. I folded it in half. Is that right? I folded it in half with some hot glue. Now you could definitely use some fabric glue here if you wanted it to be more secure, but all I'm doing is just making a holder for my glasses, guys. So I'm taking this little belt buckle here, and I'm just going to glue it on either side of our little pouch. It does come apart, so the buckle does detach here, and I'm just gluing it using some hot glue. Again, fabric glue would probably work best here if you're going to be using this quite a bit, but again, this is just for me because a lot of times when I'm laying in bed, I have a tendency to just toss my glasses to the side. So it would be nice to have somewhere to put them so they don't get scratched up. And again, this is a microfiber. It has microfiber material on the inside, so it really will protect the glasses. So then right here, just for, May's amazement, May's amusement, I decided to put a little flower on here. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's what I decided to do. And yeah, don't judge me, guys. Don't judge me. I know this is a hot mess video, but again, for like the umpteenth time, remember you love me because I love you. And here we are with the final reveal, lovies. If you are still here writing with me, thank you so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Um, and if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting because you guys know how I feel about those comments. I love to chat with you guys after each and every video. And I always say, remember that those comments are desired and never are they required. So that's always something to keep in mind, okay? But here we are. I was just giving you guys a close-up of our eyeglass holder. Now you can probably get 2 pair of glasses in here. So if you have readers and then you have, other style of glasses that you wear, you could definitely store these in here. Now I wouldn't recommend putting these any place where they might get squished or anything like that because there is no barrier between, the glasses and the pouch. All right, and here is our little fairy garden. I did pair that with the mushroom terracotta teacup, and then remember my little shadow box I made with the little fairy garden house. And I thought this was such a really cute set together. I don't normally do a whole lot of fairy garden stuff, but this has been a lot of fun, and I love that I could pair this with one of the teacups. So also, guys, don't forget I am participating in the Just Our Imagination playlist. I will have everyone's information in my description box below, as well as that playlist, guys. Go check them out. You're going to have some really good talent. And for my newcomers, I am doing a terracotta teacup series. This is number 19. Our Western theme is number 19. I paired that with the campfire s'mores terracotta teacup. I thought that was a cute combination together. I do like to show what it is that I do a terracotta teacup after each during each video, and at the end I like to show you each one that I have shown. It does go by quite quickly, but hopefully you guys will get to see them and enjoy them, and let me know if you have a favorite project of today as well as a favorite teacup if you see one. It has been a lot of fun doing this. I never thought we would make it to number 19. I know I say it all the time for my oldies, the goodies here, but we're there. We're one away from number 20, and I have no idea what number 20 is going to be. So stay tuned for that. And again, guys, don't forget, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Just so we can have that dialogue after the video. I want to hear from each and every one of you. And until the next, another reminder, don't forget about that I'm so all over the place, guys. Don't forget about the playlist. Please stop by as well. Check out the participants. I promise you guys will not be disappointed. There is some awesome talent in this. And check out the host and co-host. And until our next video, be safe, be kind, hugs and kisses. XOXO. Bye.